Here we go. So we don't have any changes for uh, lane order on the PLC side, but Team Unknown on the right side. So PLC picks blue side as the losers of last game. I did hear earlier Proden said, I'm not going to give them first pick. Kidding?
No, that's a good choice.
But yeah, there is the order change. I know Death. Yeah, Death is going to be in the top lane. Kororo is going to stay in the jungle. Kodo Draco is mid. Bear is ADC, and Calavir as support.
What did I do?
And that'll be interesting because what we've seen of them so far is very familiar, and so we're going to see a completely different look for Calavir. He's played on the top side of that aggressive Pantheon, and he's been the main carry for the team in all of their, let's call them, professional matches.
Proden calling out in chat, why are you banning my dragon? I want to play the dragon.
All right, and Death is back in. No worries, man. The birthday boy gets what he's looking for today. So we're glad to have you here, and we're glad you're spending your birthday playing with us. We really do appreciate that. We have some pretty typical bans coming out here. The Renekton and Smolder are repeats. The Taric and I guess the Varus is new, but Rek'Sai switched sides here. They didn't want to see that one coming out on the side of PLC, but it's the opposite this time. PLC banned it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what strategy they're going to try to go for with these bans. I'm not quite figuring it out just yet. This is a new pick, Rakan. I love seeing this guy. One of my favorite champions.
You're a big fan. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Rakan. Tanky support, you know I'm going to like it.
Sylas also taken out. That is interesting. So what that says to me is they're going to play with some really strong ultimates. Because I don't know that anyone on...
Yeah, they don't want Sylas to steal the ultimate, so we're going to pick it. Gragas is a strong ultimate.
Indeed it is. But I don't think anyone on the side of PLC plays Sylas. I know that Proden was on Rated R when he came out, and he got some practice on it, but I don't know if that's one of his main champions.
Yeah, that's one of the things where these two teams don't... well, Team Unknown doesn't have a lot of info on our PLC house team. Mm-hmm. That may or may not be by design. We like to be secretive and try to trick our players every once in a while. But that's yeah. As a reminder, our PLC team. These are some of our people on staff who help just put things together. And we had one team sign up, and we wanted to make sure they got some games in. Keep that practice in a strong competitive environment. Veigar on Xeno and the Snurks, though. I like Veigar too. I like stacking champions.
That one is a big Xeno champion. He loves this champion.
So just always remember ABS. Always be stacking.
True.
Throw those Qs. Get the stun on the enemy champions.
And it just occurred to me to remind everybody, don't forget to follow us. We are on Twitter at ProGenCircuit. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. Go find us everywhere over there, and let's have a good time. Get the support out there. Follow us so you know all of the extra highlights. And we have live tweets going out as the games are going with clips. So go look for those.
So Jahadre.
Yes.
What am I seeing from our red team on Team Unknown? I see, where are these people going?
I believe that they're just going to shuffle.
This is a very blind... There's a lot of flexing going on. Flexing also, so they're trying to show off strength, but also flexing where these literally all of these could go somewhere else. And
that is true.
And once again, they're keeping it up with Volibear. I don't know what is happening on Team Unknown's side at all.
Okay, here's the guess. Udyr will be in the jungle with Volibear on top. Gnar will be bottom with Gragas in the middle so far. And no
Gragas support.
Yeah, it is a possible. But
that's my guess.
I don't know.
I was I'm gonna guess Gragas support with oh no. Yeah, Volibear jungle. Gragas support, Gnar top, Udyr mid, and this is the ADC right here.
You think so?
Show me.
It might be the support.
Oh my gosh, I am very confused. There's a lot of big, burly things on the Team Unknown side, though. They're all huge. Nars may start small, but he's the biggest out of all of them.
This reminds me of, I believe it was January, where Eman Mate locked in 4 junglers. 5. It was 5. It was 5 junglers because the last pick was Karthus.
That reminds me. Well, okay, hold on. Look at the bans, because sometimes they like to spell something out like pizza. Did they do anything this time?
No, I don't.
I'm not
think
seeing
so.
it.
No, not this time. I think that they really had to take care for a few members of PLC, especially with the Smolder.
Yeah, we do have some hard-hitting. Smolder is a very good ban on Proden. Once again, Proden going. He likes his attack speed champions, so I am liking that. Xin Zhao, that is a very solid Thor's Dragon pick.
Mm-hmm. So the question was
get a little bit more survivability. Sorry.
Exactly. It's the extra survivability when you're jumping in as an assassin. You know, you have the crescent sweep, you have the innate healing on his, I think his audacious charge has that as the passive. Xin Zhao will survive quite a bit longer, especially if you grab the Sundered Sky and one of the Tiamat items. I think that you can do a lot more damage with, or not a lot more damage, but a lot more, you have more impact on, especially against this team who has so much crowd control. You can do quite a bit with the Xin Zhao.
Oh my goodness, there is so much crowd control.
To answer Cobalt, what do you switch up if you're PLC? Vision. That was the biggest thing that was lacking. Because there was no vision out on the map, Thors could not navigate a fight. And when you're Kha'Zix, you need isolated targets and you need to get to someone without being seen.
Yeah, that I was calling it out a little bit last game, but I didn't really have time to really go over the vast chasm of a difference that was vision between these two teams. And if you put out another ward every 2 minutes, that would have like tripled how much the PLC would have been able to see, and it still wouldn't have been enough to catch up to what Team Unknown had. Vision is a very powerful tool in the game, and you can actually see the vision scores on the scoreboards underneath the trinkets. If I remember, I'll point them out at the end there, or probably at the beginning of this match. But you'll see them all start at 0, and vision score, the way that goes up is you place a ward, and if it sees something that wasn't already spotted by like a different ward, it makes your vision score go up. That means vision score going up that's active vision score. So if you put a ward by a turret, not going to make your vision score go up. The turret's going to point that out.
So another thing to bring up is I think that PLC did know that. They were conscious of it, either because they heard us or because they're good players. I'm going to think it's that one. But
probably.
Wards aren't the only way you get vision score. Ashe has that hawk shot. It's the information. So picking the Ashe is another really big part of their strategy, right? They're going to see more of the map. I know that Thor started with a sweeper last game. And so those are other things. Maybe having zombie ward available in your runes, those type of things will also increase the vision score and will be helpful to teams who are a little bit unfamiliar with it. It'll get you the practice and it'll get you the information so that you can make more informed decisions.
I don't remember how much it is, but I believe denying vision also gives up that vision score.
Yes.
A bit, and that is based on how much time is left for that ward when it comes to your yellow trinket wards. We are going to go into game as soon as I get it lined up here.
So then everybody, let us see your support in the chat. PLC or Team Unknown, we are on Summoner's Rift for game number 2 in March.
All right, and I did remember, let me remove these objective timers real quick. Forgot to, in-game instead of the overlays. So you can see that on the scoreboard on the far left and right, there are the trinkets. They're all starting at 0 on the bottom, and you can see how many charges they have, which means they can place 1 right now if they wanted to. They're going to save that for just before the laning is going to start, or if you're going to go in and try to pull off an invade. Everybody, oh, there it is. There's 1. So he wants to be able to see that, and then you can see that he is now at 0 charges. So he's not going to be able to place that down anymore. And yeah, I'm calling out some of these basic things because we did have some of those basic questions in chat earlier, trying to figure out the games, like what is the bounty, helping you get caught up, get up to speed. That's what I really like to do, is help people learn the basics of the game, learn some fundamentals.
We also do not want to draw attention to Death having made it all the way to lane without any items and having to go back.
I was going to give him just the buy, but because it is his birthday, you didn't have to go and ruin that.
It's all on me. I think it's funny to do stuff like that, but look out on the bottom side. Nice juke from Shazbot, but look at the drifting power here from Calavir. He does manage to land it after turning nearly 360 degrees.
The biggest snowball ever is quite annoying to try to get around, and even if you do, he can still come at you the full 360 degrees.
The turning radius is impressive on that ability. Level 2's up here on the top side. Death gonna just get a grasp of the Undying proc. Bleen on I think a little bit better of a champion for him, especially in an unknown situation. Haha, pun intended. He has the extra survivability and the utility of the Skarl, but he is knocked off of Skarl. Death is still in there.
He needs 1 more. He's not gonna get it. Run away.
Oh, he misses with the pistol.
Oh,
the ghost
flash
was used,
would.
but
Oh, he does flash.
He gets it. Violent Tendencies secures Bleen the first blood up on the top side.
I'm so proud.
Knock up onto Kodo Draco. Xeno is there to try and help get the damage down. He's level 3, which means he should have the baby cage. It might have been used earlier. Kiroro has joined the fight. Kodo Draco on the run, goes in. Kodo Draco underneath the turret. Never mind, it's Kiroro. They're both stunned. 1 more auto tag, auto do it. Flash forward from Xeno, but no, he gets the drink and the extra health. Kodo Draco under turret picks up the double kill for Team Unknown. And by the hair of their chinny chin chins, they make it out.
That's gotta feel so bad for Xeno right now. You got them both so low. You called out 1 more auto, then he gets it. Then he flashes for the second 1 more auto, and it wasn't quite enough. Bleen taking a lot of damage here.
He is underneath the turret. Death going hard, but another kill for Bleen up on the top side.
Very solid play going under turret, getting that damage. Calavir also taking a lot of damage.
Ignited, but he also gets the ghost. Proden picks up the kill there, slowing down Bear, who's playing the Bear. I just now realized that. A few more attacks ought to do it, but it is not enough. Bear will make it out alive.
All right, so PLC coming out swinging. We're 3-2 and getting ahead pretty well. Just that one misplay down up in the mid lane by Xeno. Losing to that just feels so bad. Like you get the stun, the perfect baby cage under the turret. It wasn't quite perfect, but it was very good, and not quite able to get the kill. Meanwhile,
Proden,
you stayed in the lane way too long, my friend. You get punished for that. Biggest snowball ever going mid lane. Nope, it's not. Not yet.
He's going mid lane, but the snowball isn't going there.
Yeah, I was waiting for it, but it didn't happen. That's the caster curse. Don't count the eggs before they hatch.
Azir's not in this game.
No, Azir doesn't lay eggs. He's a bird person, but not a full bird. There's the snowball!
In mid lane, Xeno and the Snurch does get rooted. Damage down onto Calavir. Xeno does survive. Kodo gets knocked up, but he does have the extra resistances from the Mega Gnar form. Thor's Dragon goes in with the Audacious Strike. Wind becomes Lightning Flash forward, and that's another kill over to PLC.
I don't think the flash was necessary. However, based on how last one went, you just got to make sure it happens. I respect it.
Kiroro versus Bleen knocks him off of Skarl. Conqueror is procced. But
yeah, you could keep fighting that, especially you're a lot more likely to get Skarl back before he blows you up. But yeah, that's why Kororo left, because Kororo knew he wasn't going to be able to win that fight.
Exactly. And let's draw attention to just how much fun Team Unknown is probably having with this match. They picked all these silly picks. They're having a good time. But PLC has also learned their lesson, and they've got a much better vision game going. Biggest snowball ever. Does make him quite fast. Bear goes in. He gets the shield. No knock-up yet, but he is slowed by the Ash auto attack. Splashes over the wall, and Bear makes it out alive.
Have to use their abilities in order to escape. You notice the biggest snowball ever. He cannot be slowed while he's doing that, and that makes it so he can get out. And that's very important because Ash is going to slow you down with every auto attack. It is very oppressive.
Indeed. And it's one of the fun things because with that slow, she cannot crit. That is built into her passive to make sure that she doesn't become super overpowered. But Kiroro is here to try and help Death get the kill onto Bleen. They have no vision. He's in the brush. Bleen dealing a lot of damage in the stance. That's a killing spree. He gets Scarl back, but now it's Kiroro versus Bleen. Does he have the damage? He doesn't. Bleen will get away with just a sliver of health and just a sliver of Scarl. No level 6 for Kiroro means that he will not secure it. Oh, the Comet knocks him off of Scarl, but isn't enough to pick up the kill.
Meanwhile, a kill by Veigar, I think was what happened down in the Dragon Pit. Who got the dragon?
I don't know. Our overlay doesn't show it.
Oh, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. There we go. Dragon went to Team Unknown.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, eventually this overlay is going to be overhauled. It's going to be a lot better, but yeah, that's yeah, Team Unknown did pick that up, but did lose somebody in the process. So even trade so far, but if Team Unknown is able to pick up more of those dragons, it's going to be a lot more worth it in the end. But eventually, all of these big champions are going to have a lot of staying power, which is why it's very good that Bleen is starting to get ahead here. Biggest snowball ever going on to
Broden is stunned, but a stun right back onto Bear with the Ash arrow. They've got damage, but he can't see where he's going. These tanky bottom laners are doing quite a lot of work. Broden has popped the ghost. He is quick. Bear wants to come in underneath the turret. He gets the storm shield. And who has turret aggro? It was Bear. He goes down. Shaspot versus Calavir now. Shaspot jumps away. Calavir only level 4, meaning he does not have that ultimate. But look at that, 101 health from eating a minion. Nunu is so frustrating.
Death doing a little bit of proxy action, but that also gives Bleen the ability to get Scarl back up.
Fighting amongst the minions, Calavir against Shazbot. Supportal combat, I think is what they call it in the LCS.
There's just a lot of stuff happening, and the director camera doesn't know what to do. Death is getting jumped.
He's running away. He's got the turtle stance. He's got the speed from the bear, but it is not quite enough. He goes into Phoenix. He's keeping going. Gets into turtle. Ghost is popped. Charge is cast. It's not enough because Thor's Dragon is very quick. Blast Cone, is it enough? He's over the red buff wall. He runs right back into Bleen. He's gonna turn down the crescent side of the jungle into the mid lane. Death, you have no boots, my man. But it doesn't matter. He makes it out alive, and what a chase.
Well, now there's the reverse chase from Kodo Draco into Bleen. It's not going to go. Maybe.
Nah, the joust gets him out. But now Kiroro has to fight against Thor's Dragon here. A lot of beef coming out of Kiroro. Kodo Draco from the backside. Xeno and the Snurks is here to try and help. Unstoppable, but Calavir does get stopped. That's a kill for Xeno and the Snurks. Kodo Draco is in the front lines. He does take down Thor's Dragon. Calavir is running away from Bleen and Xeno. A random arrow will land onto Death. He's going to be there for quite a while. A lot of damage from Bleen. And the stun lands. Bleen goes unstoppable on the Kled.
Let's go. Oh, lots of good plays coming out from PLC this time. We're not biased.
We certainly try not to be. Kiroro finds Bleen, trying to take his red buff. He's going to go in on the fight, knock him off of Scarl. Death is here. Retribution is in the wings as Bleen is taken down.
Yeah, overstaying your welcome there. You were 5-0 at that point. You didn't have to take that. Go back. Get back in the lane, take that turret, and start pushing your advantage a little bit more. That's going to help them get a little bit more back, but here comes a big jump onto Proden again.
flash away from the snowball. Proton is trying to deal the damage to this giant ulted bear, and he manages to pick up one, but it is a trade 1-for-1 in the bottom side. All of the ice and snow and frost just actually hurt my brain.
Okay, Thor's trying to take these sneakily, but Kuroru's gonna get. You're not gonna get that for free. We're good at vision in this game.
I just remembered it's a ram, not a bear. Stun against the wall there. Death helps secure that one with Kodo Draco. Nice blast cone from Kodo means that Bleen is not in the fight. He goes back around. Turret shots help secure the kill for Xeno and the Snurks. Bleen knocked off of Scarro. Kodo Draco doing the damage he can. Throws the boomerang. Is enough. Caught in the baby cage. Flashes over the side. No ultimate from Xeno and the Snurks. Never mind, it's already back up. Ash Arrow onto Death. Kiroro does secure the grubs, and he walks it out, but 25 kills in 11 minutes.
There's a lot going on. If Death wants to have a good drinking game on his birthday, drink for how many times? Drink for how many times people flash the snowball. Meanwhile, Proton once again
Proton
getting
gets
jumped.
a shield from Shazbot twice with the battle dance.
Oh no!
This is not good. The Absolute Zero turns Proton into an Absolute Zero on the map. Calavir, the next target, flashes away. Flash from Thors. He throws out the Crescent Sweep. Not quite enough to get the kill onto Calavir, but it was close. Death pushing on the top side, and it looks like PLC want a dragon. Do they get it, though? Kodo Draco's on the chase. Thor's dragon is here. So is Calavir. He's going in with the biggest snowball ever, jumps into it. The nice baby cage is there to try and secure. Thor's dragon picks up the kill, but is immediately answered by Kodo Draco. Kiroro onto Xeno and the Snurks. They're dealing damage. Shazbot is trying to get in. The quickness is not quick enough. He will get the charm, and he will run for his life. We do not have an Ash Arrow from Proton, but Kodo Draco is on the chase. He has Mega Gnar available. He's got the attack speed. He jumps forward. He lands it. That's a rampage. Make that a double kill on top. And Kodo Draco on the Gnar with the Gnasher's Tooth?
That's an interesting play. Oh, okay, Death is jumping onto Bleen. Bleen is off of Scarl.
Gets the stun, but all these hits from the lost my words. And Death
causes the death of Bleen and is able to push up that. Meanwhile, the dragon is taken care of by Bear on the bear.
Speaking of, Thor's dragon is in some trouble. He's going to get rooted. Stun down onto Calavir. Thor's is healing quite a lot. Is it enough? He has Conqueror procced. Kiroro will go down. It's a 1-for-1 trade for the red buff.
All right, I did want to point this out earlier, but so much has been happening. In the river, when we got Death and Bleen fighting again.
The Profane Hydra from Bleen is doing quite a lot of work. They're fighting in the minions. He flashes away. He needs to get the pistol to get away. Conqueror is procced. Death is in some trouble here. All he needs is the bear trap on a rope, and he secures the kill. Bleen jousts forward. He doesn't land it. Does not get that one either. Baby cage is set up there, and Xeno picks up the kill with 2 assists from his teammates.
Oh, here comes a snowball in the mid lane onto Xeno.
He might be in some trouble here.
Oh, okay.
It does not land. Calavir takes 2 turret shots for his trouble.
All right. So earlier in the river, the snowball was coming for Thor's dragon. Thor's intentionally turned around into the snowball to take the hit, so that he took less damage and was able to jump onto Bear and get the not onto Bear, onto Calavir and get the kill before he also went down. It was a little bit of a micro play that I think went unnoticed because it was so small, but I thought it was very clever of Thor's dragon to do that. Kodo Draco slams Shazbot into the wall.
Xeno is here. This is a 3v2. Bear flashes forward to get the stun. Speaking of stuns, in comes Xeno. Bear is unstoppable for a moment until he is stopped in his tracks. Xeno dodges out the snowball. Arrow misses. Xeno is there still on the front line. Picks up his double kill with the ultimate. Kodo Draco, though, is terrifying. Shazbot wants to get a little bit of hit points. He will share that with Proton. Thor's dragon versus 2. Kiroro and Death are on the chase. Thor's wants to get some health, and he gets blapped. Death gets the kill.
Notice once again, this keeps happening because there is no blue ward on this side of the map. granted, we do have a few more over here, which is helping out, but there's a lot of vision that needs to be picked up still if you're going to be out there by yourself.
Absolutely. And it's good to see the change, but it's also good to see the skill from Team Unknown. We've seen him for so long. Death is in some trouble. Bleen still on Skarl, does get popped off, but they are tanky. They are under the turret, and they don't care. Proton dodges out the snowball. Calavir jumps forward with the Proto Belt, knocked up under the turret. He goes down. Even with the absolute zero shield, Kodo Draco picks up a kill as well. Bear dies to Gino and the Snurks. My gosh, everything is just so crazy here. Kodo Draco now against Xeno. Does he have the damage? He's doing quite a lot, but Xeno picks up 1,000 gold, I saw.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold going on to Xeno and the Snurks, and that's going to help a lot in this game. But tanks, usually in the rock, paper, scissors, should beat out burst mages. And so Xeno is picking a lot of these up. Charge going on to Death!
Death is very quick, though. Shazbot jumps in. He doesn't have the quickness he does have the quickness available. Do they use it? Bleen wants to go in. There's the charm. Do they have the damage? Death is ghosting, and he is still ghosting. There's another 10 seconds left on that cooldown. Death is still alive. Bleen procs the Conqueror. He gets the kill with the Profane Hydra. But Kodo Draco is here. He's knocked off of Skarl. Shield from Shazbot, but he goes down. Thor Dragon goes in to get the knockup. It's Shazbot who gets the knockup. A lot of healing coming out of Kodo Draco. The snowball doesn't land, but Calavir does pick up the kill. Kodo Draco's still alive. The attack speed keeping him in Mega Gnar form almost constantly.
Yeah, I was wondering why. That makes sense. The attack speed is going to extend your big moment, a big ultimate a lot more. Or it's technically not his ultimate to go into Mega Gnar form.
No. But
it's just the ultimate to throw them into the wall.
Correct. And what's hard about that is that the spell is called Gnar. And
no, it's
caught. Ooh.
I'm gonna correct you there. I'm gonna show you. It's not called Gnar. It is called Gnar.
Gnar. Kodo Draco in some trouble. Oh, the untargetable from jumping off of Skarl saves Bleen for just a moment, but Kodo Draco can he outrun Proton? I think
is there an arrow?
The arrow is not available. Oh my goodness, he survives by sheer force of will, but will Death make it out? He is a very tanky Udyr, and he's very quick as well. Flash forward, Xeno picks that one up.
That was just a Q. That was just a Q.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Xeno and the Snurks on Veigar, that Q did that much damage. The Meteor's going to be doing like twice as much, and then the ultimate has an execute. Xeno and the Snurks doing a lot of damage. Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage.
53 kills so far. Here comes charge onto Kodo Draco. He does manage to get Gnar into the wall, but it's not enough. Xeno and Bleen take him out. The dragon has been started on the bottom side of the map. Teleport from Xeno, in fact. Shazbot and Thors are still alive, but only just. Shazbot is now dead. Xeno wants to get executed.
He wants
the
ult.
The Primordial Burst. He picks him up. The arrow does not land. Xeno versus the bear, and it's really close. Flash wasn't available, but he does manage to make it out.
Not able to secure the Drake away. So Team Unknown does get that picked up. Meanwhile, I'm going to point out some vision. Look on just this side of the jungle, just red wards everywhere over here, and the camera's just going to take me away. They really wanted to get that Bleen, but wasn't able to get it with the absolute zero. Unfortunate.
I want to talk about 58 kills in this game so far.
Oh, many. Oh,
this is honestly what people come to expect and come to see in the PLC. Huge damage, legendary 14 kill Veigar secures yet another one for PLC.
Veigar doing his best carry with those itty bitty little legs.
The team composition for Team Unknown is also so much fun for me. The off-meta builds with the AP. Look at Volibear here. He is pure on hit, and it's going to get even worse.
Another dagger, some more attack speed for him. Let's go.
Hold on. Did Team Unknown ultimate bravery?
No,
No, it's working too well, right?
all of these champions are way too similar. They're all big, burly champions. So that I have to believe that's intentional.
Okay, I'll give you that. Wait a minute. U G G V N. Oh my gosh, Kiroro going super deep into the paint. The charm does save him. No, it doesn't. Shazbot almost gets the save for Proden. He will go down, so will Bear. Kodo Draco is just annihilating turrets here. Bleen goes in onto Kodo Draco. He gets stunned twice, but knocked off of Scarl means that he is still there. Bleen gets the kill onto Kodo Draco. They're chasing, don't have enough damage to get the kill onto Calavir. And every time I think I want to say something, something else happens on the map, admin.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to break things down on color commentary and like try to explain like a little more in-depth fundamentals of what's happening. I just can't. So much is happening.
And now we know how Proden feels when we're casting these games. The poor guy.
No, I'm fully aware of the difficulty it is to to try to cast very spicy games like this. Death has taken a lot of damage from Thors, but he's just gonna walk away actually.
Yeah, he has the ghost. Fine. He has ghost.
He's weaving. He was weaving through his minions left and right. Did you see that? He was memeing on him.
I was looking down at another champion, otherwise I would have. This is a 3v1 and Death just makes it out with no problem.
He said, "You can't catch me, I'm gonna make it harder on myself," and weaves in and out of the minions.
We all gotta do what we gotta do. Calavir versus Bleen. Calavir gets the first victory end of the trade. Bleen on the run now. Calavir, ults, but it's not enough. Good stun underneath the turret. Flash from Proden keeps Kodo Draco underneath the turret, taking a lot of damage, but he deals a lot of damage. Shazbot in for the save. Kiroro goes in onto Xeno and the Snurks, but he misses. Bear in the mid lane, not wanting to go 1v3.
There's still some stuff happening here in the bot lane.
So much.
Never mind. He's gonna walk away, so we're gonna go back to this jungle.
Is Kiroro in trouble? We have the knock-up, we have the blast, we have another knock-up, and Proden gets the kill onto Kiroro. Do we see another death chase? Because there is no ghost on Death anymore. He also has Swifty Boots, which means that the time he escaped without them it's gonna be even worse. But PLC decides this is the time to go onto the Baron rather. 20 seconds until Kiroro spawns to have a smite. Teleport coming in from Bleen. He wants to be a part of this as well.
So I don't believe the teleport was super necessary because it's only one. I think you hold on to it. You don't have vision of where anybody else is, but you hold on to it just in case they show up. There's the Baron. And yeah, they're gonna not quite gonna walk away. Let's see if anything happens here. They're gonna keep them from backing at least. They're gonna say you're gonna have to walk back, do the walk of shame.
Bleen versus Kodo Draco. This is really close. Arrow misses. Kodo is running, and instead Calavir comes in from behind with a snowball, and that's a kill over to Team Unknown. Now 31 for their side.
Gets baited into going a little too far and gets jumped on by the snowball.
Death finally caught. Nice setup there from PLC.
You get caught in the baby cage, and you're gonna feel the pain of a meteor.
That Veigar is super scary.
Yes.
Can we get an ability power number for him right
now?
Oh
yes.
Wait, but before you click it,
What are we gonna guess?
737.
I think that's a really good guess. I'm not gonna be very much different. I'm gonna think it's gonna be at least 800 though. We're gonna see what happens after this dragon. He's just
jumps in with no one, trying to stop it. In goes Thor's dragon. He does get the crescent strike. Several stuns there. Xeno picks up 1, 2, and now it's just Calavir. Big pop, but it doesn't matter. Huge play, an ace for PLC.
So what did you guess?
737.
Okay, so add 20 to that because he got 4 takedowns. So we're gonna
757. Oh my gosh.
955.
Well, I stand corrected. Turret in the mid lane with the Baron buff. PLC making a big rush here. They want to take out an inhibitor. And you know what? No, there isn't enough time. You take the inhibitor, I think you bounce out, right? You got a big fight,
Yeah.
you got turret, you go spend your gold, and then you have another good push. Bleed
Especially
versus
because you have
Death.
if Death Baron down on the top lane, you want to go back and help that, and resets are really strong. You can let the super minions go in, and you can even just like sit best play, because the next thing to come up is going to be Baron. You start sieging top lane so that you get yourself the better priority for the Baron. You start putting your wards up in there, and it'll help out a lot. Then at that point, you take Baron, and then you keep pushing in some more.
Calavir is being chased. In comes Gnar. Kodo Draco gets a huge double stun there with the wall up afterward. Kodo Draco taking huge damage. Shields onto Proden. Proden is healing with the Blade of the Ruin King. And look at that, the Terminus. Huge item pickup for Proden on the Ashe.
Good plays all around. We're seeing a lot more tight movements as teams coming from PLC, but Death is going to keep sieging that top lane every opportunity, and somebody will have to answer. And it's going. Bleen has generally been the one. Looks like Xeno is being sent over there right now. Oh, Proden, what are you doing?
Onto Proden. Oh, that feels real bad. His team was so close. Thors wants to go in on the Kodo Draco, jumps in, gets the wind, becomes lightning, throws out the Crescent Strike. They kill him before he can go into the Mega Gnar, flash away from the snowball, but he's bopped right back into the bigger snowball, being the absolute zero. Flash from Calavir, gets the root onto Bleen. Kiroro gets that one, and that's another big turnaround for Team Unknown, while Xeno picks up a kill onto Death on the top side. He
Here
says,
comes the tiny
birthday,
mastermind of evil.
it's just another day for me.
Oh, the Xeno and the Snurks on the Vega are walking away, don't look at explosions, walks into mid lane, looks at the three big champions, and they decide, you know what, we're not going to keep pushing this lane. There's a Yordle there.
The tiny master of evil, as you called it.
All right. Lots. Oh, well, we landed an arrow.
And Kiroro takes quite
That's
a
just
lot
going
of
to be
damage.
dead.
All right, there we go. And Cobalt, we do see you. I promise we see you. There's just been so much going on. I can't even turn my head over to look at the chat.
Here comes the
into play.
charge!
Bear is going to make it out, but Bleen is out on the map very, very quickly. Blue buff was going to be stolen, but Calavir has to run because there are 3 members of PLC here. Blue buff reset, but they'll take it down easy enough. Calavir in some trouble. He does get the heal, but Thor's Dragon takes him down.
Very solid play. That's gonna set up. I think. Yeah, leave Death alone and get to sieging a lane. Get some, and send that Yordle down to fight this Yordle.
I am at
Hey, look, listen.
ability power. The amount of ability power this game is also really hurting my brain.
He's probably over 1,000, right? Oh, he lands 2 more abilities. He gets over 1,000. Oh, there's the one.
Kodo Draco also with the full AP Gnar. What that
1,001.
does is
Oh,
the...
1,000. He hit the second.
Okay. Well, Death is in some trouble now. He's 2v1, taking quite a lot of damage. That was actually huge. He jumps away. Kodo Draco in trouble now. Do they get the knockup? They do. That's a kill. Red turret taken up on the top side by Proden. Death is running away. He is ghosted. He is quite quick. Is he faster than the wind becomes lightning? It looks like it. He goes back in trying to get the stun. And he's running in the Phoenix form, gets the shield and the turtle, and Thor's Dragon gets the kill up there. Now it's a 2v2 up on the top side. Proden trying to get away from Calavir. He is killing him. Proden flashes away. He manages to avoid one ult, but gets hit by another. He's throwing down the auto attacks, healing, getting the shield, not the shielding, but the resistances from the Terminus, and he gets a double kill up on the top side. Crowd control means nothing when you've got a Shazbot to feed up this Proden on the Ashe.
Proden was having a hard time in the early game, but is really showing up in this late game right now, being able to put in a lot of damage. Kiroro has to respect these 2 super minions here. PLC should be going for the Baron right now. Xeno looking for blood.
I think he's looking for turrets.
Yeah, he's just gonna take that and he's gonna walk away. He's like, hey, this turret, this is mine. Thank you. I'll put that in my pocket. And here's another turret.
Wait for it.
He
There's a
wants it to
teleport
go
on the
faster.
backside. Teleport on the backside. That's Death. Death going in onto Xeno. Kodo, Draco, and Calavera are there. Absolute Zero gets the pop. That's huge shutdown gold. And Proton dies as well. And Team Unknown coordinate a magnificent comeback to get their 36th and 7th kills.
I don't hate the play because you now have 2 inhibitors open, and you did have this like triple split push happening, but I do think going for Baron and pushing as a team would have been stronger because you're doing a lot better in these team fights and just picking up a lot of kills. Never mind, he's gonna just take out a bear.
Thor's Dragon does pick up Bear. Shazbot is running away. Bleen the whole time has been trying to fight the Elder Dragon. He does not do that very effectively as the Kled. He is caught. Death and Kiroro are there. Shazbot is there. So is Thor's Dragon. He made it out from the Kodo Draco engage. He does not this time. Kodo Draco kills him. Bleen almost back onto Scarl. He does pick it up. Does he have a way to get out? He doesn't. Shazbot is down. That's a double. Is that a triple kill for Kodo Draco? Thanks for the leash, bro. And Elder Dragon will go to Team Unknown.
Elder Dragon does a lot more damage, and there's that other Ash Arrow. Bye. It was good to throw that Ash Arrow just in case of being able to steal. That would have been amazing to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to point out these Ash Arrows being thrown and missed. It's not that's not what makes it bad. Oh my goodness! What happened? He died. They're dead. They never existed in the first place. Dark matter coming in and annihilating their very beings.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Let's regroup. What is happening? I was pointing out these Ash Arrows missing. Them missing does not make them a bad Ash Arrow. Throwing it out. Wanted to make that clear. Throwing out that Ash Arrow to try to pick up the dragon, see if you get a steal. I like the idea because guess what? The Ash Arrow is now pretty much back up. Look at that time, right? Yep, it's back up now.
Xeno decides he has enough ability power with the scaling he gets from his passive, and he's going tanky now. He's got a Kanik Rukern, which means that reduced damage from Death, Kiroro, Kodo Draco, Bear, and Calavir. All of them.
Very, very powerful team fights about to blow up. We're looking at like the next big decisive fight was probably going to take it on either side, and
there's a fight on to
starts
Death.
Now.
He's caught in the jungle. Bleen is even here up on the top side. Kiroro throws down a slow, has to body slam away. Calavera on the top side gets the snowball rolling. Kodo Draco on the front line.
You don't want to start the Baron.
You don't want to start. Flank.
Yeah, you don't want to start the Baron because they have the Elder Drake buff.
Kodo Draco goes into the stasis. Kiroro fighting Thor's Dragon. Xeno picks up the first kill. Kiroro goes down. Even with the Elder Drake, they were not able to make it happen.
Barely staying alive for the Elder Drake. Yeah, exactly. Bear is bearing down the middle here. But there's a Yordle. You walk away. Yeah. Yes. The walk of shame.
That is 4 members of PLC up top to take an inhibitor.
They
take it down real quick with Proton and Thor's Dragon here. They only have 1 Nexus turret left, and the entirety of Team Unknown is either not there or dead. Calavera comes in, throws down the absolute zero, trying to do damage to Shazbot. They pop him. No damage done on that turret. Bleen goes in. Bear is almost down. Death is here to soak up quite a few hits from Proton, but he takes turret aggro. Death is dealing damage to the minions. It doesn't matter. The turret is down. Bear and Calavera are both back. He misses the snowball. Thor's Dragon is trying to take out the Nexus. Calavera wants to fight him. The rest of Team Unknown show up. Bleen is in some trouble. He goes down. Bear gets massive attack speed. I don't know where from. And he gets the kill onto Thor's Dragon.
The Bear has lethal tempo. That's where that came from.
That's where that came from. Holy cow.
You attack 6 times on a champion and you uncap your attack speed. I kind of want to go back and see how fast that Bear got to attack.
That'll be a highlight for later.
Yeah, two inhibitors are down. Both Nexus turrets are down. Nexus is at half. They need to defend that. If Team Unknown is going to take the Baron, it has to be right now, or you lose the game. if you try to
Absolutely.
take it without protection. Kodo Draco doing a
of,
lot of damage.
Yeah, that's what the AP does. That third hit on the Hyper. Kodo Draco going against Pronin. Pronin does have the Guardian Angel, remember, but there it is. It is procced, and Kiroro is already here. So is Xeno and the Snarks. Do they have the damage? Pronin flashes away, does not get hit. He throws out the Hawk Shot to try and get some vision, but jeez, that damage was crazy. Bear going up against the Baron Nashor himself. He's, oh my gosh, he's healing quite a bit too with the Blade of the Ruin King and the bite.
Once you get that 50% threshold, Baron's going to be doing some more damage.
Oh my gosh.
He will be able to solo this, but it's going to take some time. Does PLC notice?
Watch for Thors. He's coming in. He has quite a bit of damage. The stun is there. He goes unstoppable. He is dead. Pronin secures that. Flash forward from Kiroro. They get the slow. They get the jump. They get the stun against the wall. Kodo Draco has a lot of damage. They managed to take out one, but Thor's Dragon is alive, and Xeno and the Snarks keeps him in the game. Does Thors have the wherewithal to solo the Baron now? Bleen is in some trouble. Death going in. Has the slows. Has the stun. Has the damage. And that's another kill for Team Unknown. Look at the healing on Thors.
They have to respect this, so they're going to use the teleport to get right back and stop this. That's going to be a Baron for PLC onto 3 of their members.
It's so much. It's so much fighting. 106 kills in our 37-minute game.
In this, with Elder Drake coming up, PLC wants to be able to take that Elder Drake, shove down the bot lane, and if you try to fight them, you're at 80% health. You don't. That Elder Drake buff does a lot to end fights quickly, and
yes,
there's plenty of damage coming out from PLC, even though there are a lot of big burly champions on Team Unknown side. That they're going to get melted pretty quick, so they have to turtle very hard in order to get the defense they need, and they don't have it.
Bear goes down. Xeno is back to unstoppable after being shut down from Legendary. Kodo Draco has to hop away, and goes Shazbot. Thor's Dragon on his heels. Blast Cone used to keep Kodo Draco alive. He goes into Mega Gnar. He's going to flash forward, get huge ultimate, get the stuns onto Shazbot and Pronin, but they don't have enough damage anymore. The Terminus keeps him alive. That is an ace for PLC. There is no inhibitor. There are no turrets. The Nexus is exposed, and PLC have probably pulled this one out.
That 5-0 ace and the teleport to end this, that is a very solid play, PLC. Good job taking this game. We are now 1-1.